You know what? Let me get some water. Had to give me some water, child, because y'all know my throat be getting all dry. When I'm talking, I get to coughing and can on. I don't mess up my fingernails. I be like, why she always wait till she get on live to get dressed? Because I want to. That's why. Because I don't put all this stuff on just to be sitting around the house. Putting on all my rings and stuff to be washing dishes and uh, doing my wifely duties. No. I don't be sitting around the house in a bunch of rings and bracelets and stuff. I'm like, she keep her rings in a box? Yeah, child, that's where I keep my costume jewelry. My costume jewelry go in this little box, even though this one of these rings is not costume, but it is what it is. You know, I ain't gotta explain nothing to nobody on the internet. Not one single solitary person. Do I have to explain anything to? I just felt like, saying it. Because there are a million channels that you can watch if you don't want to watch this one. Hold on, I'm coming. I'm coming when I put on my 500,000 bracelets. I gotta have something on to balance my chakras in case the cuckoos show up. In case the cuckoos show up, I gotta have something to balance my chakras. Got to have on my chakra balancers. Let's see who here. Who here? Don't look at how I polish my nails. This a mess. But I'm gonna clean them up in a minute. I just didn't think that they were. Oh, girl. Oh, no. I didn't think they were completely dry. So, hush, girl. So, Jaheim trending, Coyote Cage. How y'all doing? I don't know what has been going on with the the notifications because my moderators have not been getting notified that I'm here. Let me send one of them. Cause I don't like to have to sit here and watch the chat and talk. That's kind of irritating. Thank you. God is praying for love and light. Aloe vera soothing energy. Please pray with me. I love you. Pray with you about what? Pray with you about what? Aloe vera? I don't understand. I don't understand your comment. What should I be praying with you for? Hold on, let me send a message to one of my moderators that oh gosh, and this phone about to die. I think he means good. Love you praying for peace. I'm not praying for peace. I'm not. We're not praying for peace. I'm talking about something else. We're not praying for peace, sweetheart. So I think we on a different wavelength right now. Because this is not a video praying for peace. Okay? I just want to let you know because I don't want you to be expecting one thing and we doing something else. I want to talk about this IHOP situation. And people are asking for prayer for VS. And I just want to know, do people pray for a person when it's your fault? Like when you do something and it is clearly your fault that, whatever has befallen you, it's clearly your fault. There is physical, visual evidence that it is your fault. Do we pray in that situation? Somebody did something illegal and they got caught. Do we pray for that person? Is the question. Do you pray for that person? And if you do, what is your prayer? Panda. Panda. Please don't get deleted. Please don't. Because you on something else. And I don't want to block you, but I will. If you can't deal with what we're talking about today, you're gonna be timed out. Okay? If you cannot commit to the conversation that we're having right now, you will be timed out, sweetheart. So all that aloe vera and I don't, for one thing, I don't know what aloe vera has to do with chakras. And I'm not about to go down that slippery slope with you. So I'm telling you now, if you don't stop talking, you're going to get timed out. Okay? If you can't stay on the topic that I'm talking about, you will get timed out because you're not going to come to my chat and talk about what you want to talk about. If you want to do that, then you need to start your own video, sweetheart. That's where we're going to go with that. I don't care. I really don't. So I'm just letting you know that you on your way to somebody else's live in a New York minute. If you can't stick to what we're talking about, then you're gonna have to. Now back to what I was saying. If you know that someone was in a situation, you know that they did something wrong, do you pray for that person? And do you think that God looks at, since we praying, I don't know which God you're praying to and don't care. I've always said that. I don't care what God people are praying to. It don't matter to me because that kind of stuff really does not matter. Like who you pray to don't matter. It doesn't. In the grand scheme of things, who you pray to don't matter. Okay? You can pray to anybody. In any God you choose to. Okay. I didn't have enough of this. Now, who you pray to does not matter in the grand scheme of things. That's not the point. But pray that they see the error in their ways. Okay. But do you? Do you do that though? Is what I'm saying. Because we will say, it's nice to say that. It's nice to say, oh, we'll pray that they change, or pray that they see the error in their ways, or something like that. But do you do that? And I'm being real because I don't. And I'm not going to lie and say that I do, because I don't. Now, if it's somebody in my family, if it's one of my kids or somebody that I know, then of course I'm going to pray for them. But a random stranger that I know has been hurting people purposely, I don't know. I really don't. And that's something that has really came, like this came in my spirit last night. Like, what are you going to do? You consider yourself a spiritualist, you call yourself a spiritualist. What are you going to do? Like, what can you bring to this situation to make this kind of like, so Coyote Cage says they both wrong. I hope VS learned her soft tap on the hand lesson. How is a felony, two felony charges, a soft tap on the hand? And she's sitting behind the jail cell right now, and her children have been removed from her home because one of her daughter is a minor, and her son is 18 or 19, but he's autistic. So, how is this a tap on the hand when this woman has been separated from her children? This is more than a tap on the hand. And how are they both wrong? Like, we really need to unpack this situation because a lot of y'all are carrying around so much hurt and pain yourselves that you don't recognize hurt and pain when you see it. Your first instinct is to lash out. And that's not how our society deems situation like this. Sharice or Shireen or whatever that young lady's name is did not touch this. She sat at the table. I can sit at anybody's table, and if they tell me to get up and leave, when I get up and leave, you cannot come behind me and clunk me in my head and knock me down. You can't do that in a civilized society. Now, you can do that if you're a wild animal, or you can do that in a society where we don't have laws in place. Like, you can do that in The Sims. Some of y'all living in a Grand Theft Auto world. Y'all living in video game worlds where there is no law. There's no laws in Grand Theft Auto. So you could just drive around and, hurt people and, drive fast and wreck your car. And then you wreck your car on Grand Theft Auto, you can get the car fixed. But if you wreck your life in the real world, this real world, okay? VS did some real stuff. You put your hands, you have 2 felony charges. And I'm not saying that those felonies cannot be dropped down to misdemeanors, because they can. They can, they can plead those felonies down to a lesser charge. But even at, y'all missing the whole point. Even as a misdemeanor, VS is going to have to, she's going to have a parole officer, probation officer that she's going to have to check in with. Who knows what's going to happen, how she's going to get her children back, because you are deemed now an aggressive person. You have a felony. So who's to say now that she won't have to go to child court to talk to a judge about her children? Can y'all see past this? I want people on my team who can see past their nose. I want you to be able to look at a situation and see how big the picture really is. This is a horrible situation that could have been avoided. This is my point. This didn't have to happen. It didn't. This didn't have to happen. And you're not going to be able to prove to me that it had to, because it didn't. I done been in situations where people that made me mad. I remember I'm coming out of a parking lot and a dude hit my car. I was by myself. I jumped out of the car, walked up on the dude and everything, and was like, "You hit my car." Okay, I was in my 20s. You hit my car, cussed him out and everything. That dude could have pulled out a gun because he was still in his car. He could have pulled out a gun. He could have did anything to me. I had 2 kids at the time, 2 small children. I went home. Car wasn't even damaged. Wasn't a scratch on the car. I went home, told my boyfriend what happened, and he literally told me how crazy I was. He was like, "Do you know that man could have shot you dead right there, and you would have left your kids?" And I really thought about what he said. And I never put myself in a position to leave my children again. I remember when I had to have surgery, okay? I was so scared to close my eyes because I was so scared that when I woke up, or if I woke up, I wasn't going to be able to see my kids. That was the only thing I worried about when I had surgery. Like, come on, God, you got to pull me through this because I can't leave my babies. And I'm just trying to figure out why VS didn't have those feelings about her own children. Especially, even though her son is grown, he is disabled, he is autistic. There is no way in the world I would have let a situation like that take me away from my children. But it's just the fact that when we get in situations, like I said yesterday, we allow our ego to take over and it puts us in a very bad situation. Coyote Cage, I'm a fighter. If somebody walking away, they better keep walking. In my mind, I go at the weak. Okay, then you're going to end up in the same position that VS is in one day. If you keep this mentality, I'm telling you now, if you keep this mentality, you're going to eventually end up just like her. Because the law is for the lawless. And when you out here wilding out and fighting, you gonna get caught eventually. You may not have, you know, gotten caught so far, but you will. You will. Yemiya said, "I think she attacked that woman to go viral." I do too. I do too. And I think it backfired. I do too. I really think because all of this stuff has been going on and people have been calling her scary, she wanted to prove that she wasn't scary. She wanted to show all of us that she wasn't scary. So I'm gonna fight. This is my opportunity. And she took it. I'm a fight. And let me say this while I'm still thinking about it. I saw Chopper's video earlier today, and he went into this tangent about hurting black women. We're hurting black women, and I'm disgusted at being black. You know what? I'm mad at myself for defending Chopper against Jay Wilson. And if I hadn't got 35 cents off of that video, I would delete that video. Because Chopper is about crazy as a bag of rocks. This don't have nothing to do with black women. Okay? VS is black, we black. I am so sick of black people saying when another black person does something that is blatantly wrong. Oh, we're supposed to take up for black people. No, we're not. That's why it's so many Pookies and Ray Rays in jail now. Because ain't nobody told them to stop doing that dumb mess. I'm not going to take up for somebody when they wrong. Leah said, I feel for her kids, nothing more. I do too. I feel for her children. I really do. For her children, I feel for them. I do. I got compassion for them. I pray for her kids and them dogs and them birds. I pray for them. But her, for some reason, and this is one of those situations where I'm usually a soft-hearted person. I'm soft-hearted. There's a hard shell on the outside, but I'm soft-hearted. Naturally, by nature, I'm soft-hearted, and I'm a crybaby. I will cry at the drop of a hat. But this situation with VS has really, I can't find no compassion for her because she has done so many things, and her hypocritical friends, who I partially blame for her being in the situation that she's in. Bless Watkins, Chopper, QI, the rest of TSCC, they are partially at fault. They are partially to blame. Because no one stood up and said, come on, girl, don't do that. Nobody was telling her that what she was doing was wrong. Bless Watkins, you her right hand man. I heard all the money is in Bless name. Bless out here buying her iPhones and stuff. And you couldn't tell that girl she was wrong. Bless in her 60s. It don't even make no sense for her to be hanging around these young people out here making these horrible mistakes. Like Bless, would you want your daughter to be sitting up in jail if you had one? Because I sure wouldn't. You know what? My kids blocked me on social media. I can't follow them. You know why? Because they be posting all kind of crazy stuff, and they know that I'm going to get down there in them comments and be like, what are you doing? What is that? Boy, if you don't take that weed off your Instagram, they have blocked me. And they know that's the best thing for them. That's right. You better block me, because I'm sure going to drop down in them comments and slide in your DMs and tell you how stupid you looking. Nobody could tell VS, you making a huge mistake. Not. So you getting a double whammy. You in jail, and the ancestors then came for you. And nobody could tell her, girl, this ain't looking good. No, you shouldn't do that. Nobody could get on the phone and tell VS, nobody, she was on live. Nobody could tell her, no, girl, don't do that. Nobody. She don't trust nobody enough to listen to them. Nobody. Now I know the girl paranoid. I know she paranoid. You could tell she paranoid. But it ain't one person that you trust. Not one. And they holding your money. They the purse holders and everything. And you don't trust their opinion enough not to go down a road where you are not only hurting yourself, but you are hurting your children. Nobody could tell you not to do that. And they still on here covering for her. They still doing it. Which is sad. It's crazy. And you know, it's interesting that Duchess Kelly Love got on live last night and she called them. She called somebody and they called Duchess Kelly Love. So they made a three-way phone call from the jail, which is against the law. You want to see it? Because I can look it up. I can Google it. And during that phone call, which Duchess Kelly Love didn't even have the decency to mute the phone call, to mute the live. He just got up and walked over. And you could hear everything she was saying about not having any money on her books and her kids being gone. You think that was an accident? That's why VS don't trust nobody, because you can't trust nobody. He took the video down. He took it down. See, if he hadn't took the video down, I wouldn't have said, I'd have been like, oh, okay, well, he left the video up. He don't care. He took down that whole live. But you can't post nothing in this sector and think that just because you take it down, it's gone. It don't work like that. Other people got it. Tracy got it. Tracy got it. Pastor got it. I think the Wrench got it. A whole lot of people got it. Let me read y'all what it says. This means that inmates can use a three-way calling system to bypass regulations and make threatening or illegal phone calls or participate in criminal activity. To prevent this from happening, three-way calls are strictly prohibited in inmate telephone systems. Google is your best friend. Now, it's okay for you to talk to one person, but you're not supposed to make a three-way call to call other people. Did y'all hear that? You can go to inmatetelephone-services.com on Google. And it's a lot of people ask that same question. Can doing a three-way call get you and him in trouble if your man is in prison? Why aren't three-way calls permitted? Getting caught doing a three-way. And if you think that those phone calls are not being monitored at the jail, you are crazy. All of those phone calls are recorded. And she didn't, of course, say anything to incriminate herself, but she doesn't have to because it's on video. But you just ain't supposed to do it. Is what is the point that I'm making. Every call is recorded. I've had phone calls from jail. And that's the first thing they say. You are receiving a call from an inmate at blah, 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 blah. There is a recording. It goes into the spiel. And then if you want to accept that, knowing that that call is being recorded, then you push that button and take that call. It was my son. So yeah, I took the call. But he knew, I knew not to say nothing incriminating in them phone calls during those phone calls. Every single solitary phone call that goes out of a facility like that is being recorded. From the county jail to the maximum state penitentiary. So y'all can act crazy if you want to. But see, I've been on this earth for 55 years. So y'all ain't doing nothing new. I done seen it. Now, I ain't been behind bars, but my kids have. And I'm not, both of them have turned their whole entire lives around. They are productive citizens in the city that we live in. Hey, it just happened. Things happen. And I'm not going to lie and, say that my kids are perfect. No, they ain't perfect. They've been in jail. But I haven't. And I really do believe that the reason that I haven't is because I loved my kids so much that I have walked away from a lot of situations. And this is a situation. Get down, Gizmo! Gizmo! Get out! This is a situation that VS, there is no way this had to happen. VS got up out her seat and went and got old girl. She could have stayed down there with Kiki. Kiki, do you love me? Are you riding? She left Kiki at the table. But catch this tea. Kiki didn't get up. Honey, Kiki had rocks in her pocket. She wasn't moving. Because Kiki got a child at home. Kiki got a child at home. Shout out to Tracy. Shout out to Tracy. Kiki got a child at home. Kiki didn't get up. Why Kiki didn't get up? Why they didn't double team her? Because Kiki went crazy. Kiki was like, And people were saying, why Kiki didn't go? Why Kiki didn't fight? Because Kiki ain't crazy. Kiki may have been drunk, but she wasn't crazy. Kiki got a child at home. Kiki said, no, I ain't. I think Kiki got a husband too. Because my husband, child, my husband would have had a fit if I had went out to lunch with somebody and got in a fight with them at the IHOP. Now I can see if you try to break it up. Like Kiki could have went out there and tried to break it up or whatever. But Kiki said, you know what? When VS got up and said, I'm about to go beat, Kiki said, oh, let me get my anchor. Let me throw my anchor down right here. I ain't moving. I ain't going out there. I ain't gonna get in no fight. This ain't my fight. And I'd have been just like Kiki. I'd have been, ooh, is they fighting? Hold on, they fighting. Ooh, they fighting. Right from the seat. I wouldn't have moved. VS came back and told her what happened. She gave her the tea firsthand. And Kiki was like, oh, okay. Yep. I'd have been just like Kiki. But let's go back though. And you know at IHOP they got cameras and stuff. Girl, you know they got cameras inside IHOP and outside. So they were able to catch the entire thing. They have the timestamp and everything. So the time that the lady got up from the table, walked out the door. I know they gonna time this whole thing. Walked out the door. They gonna have how far she was able to get out of the restaurant before VS came out and attacked her. They gonna have all that. They gonna have the whole attack. I hope somebody can eventually get that footage because I do want to see the whole thing. They gonna have all that. And where we are right now, I don't know if Shireen has a real lawyer, but VS has a court appointed lawyer. And I'm going to tell y'all about court appointed lawyers. You might as well get ready to do some time because these people are tired. They got a million cases. They're not going to put anything extra. A court appointed lawyer is going to get down to the courthouse. They going to see what the other lawyer got. Okay? They going to say, okay, well, let's do this. Let's do this. Let's do this. And the other lawyer will be like, especially if Shireen got a real lawyer. Her lawyer going to be like, nah, let's do this. Let's do this. Let's do this. And a court appointed lawyer, he's not going to care. He going to be like, oh, 2 years? Oh, all right then. Then he gonna go back and tell VS, they're offering you 2 years. And if you don't take the 2, it's 10. She gonna have to take the 2. I'm telling you. Cause I didn't seen it with my own eyes. Not somebody else's, mine. Even if you pay for a lawyer, they still friends in a small town. It don't matter. If you pay for a lawyer, at least that lawyer will do more legwork and try to get you off because you have paid him. He's gonna work because he don't want a whole lot of losses on his record. He getting paid. A court appointed attorney, it don't matter if he win or lose. He's still going to get paid by the state. So his wins and losses don't matter to him. I don't care. One way or the other. Oh, okay. Who cares? 2 years? All right then. Girl, they telling you 2 years. That's all they giving you. Hurry up. Because I got 50 other cases. You think she really gonna do time? I don't know. Okay, I heard, this is speculation. I heard that there's a bail hearing Thursday. If she don't make bail Thursday, if there is a bail hearing, and she does not make bail Thursday, she gonna do some time. Because if you can't get out, have the money, if they set your bail so high that you can't bail out, they gonna give it to you. And people are saying stuff like, oh, well, she a veteran. She should get a veterans attorney. Oh, they gonna lighten her sentence because she's a veteran. No, dummy. They're gonna do more because she's a veteran and she knew better. They're not going to lighten your sentence. That's like a police officer that go out here and go to the bar and beat up everybody in the bar on his day off drunk. They're not going to lighten his sentence just because he a police officer. The judge probably going to throw it to him. Now, if he kills somebody, that's different. But you just out here wilding out on your day off, getting drunk, and just out here beating up everybody in the bar? No, they're not going to look at you and be like, oh, you know what? He was probably just tired and he got PTSD and he was drinking. So just let him go home. No, it don't work like that. And some of y'all, That's why I say some of y'all didn't even pass by the schoolhouse. You didn't. You couldn't have. You ain't took no classes. You ain't did nothing. I had home invasion. I plead for probation. But are you in the state of Virginia? Because see, in California, she probably wouldn't have even gotten arrested because we don't have abduction, and wounding or whatever. We don't have that. We got like simple battery. The charges are different here. In California, for that type of fight, she probably wouldn't even got arrested because the jails are too crowded here. Ain't nobody about to take her down to Santa Rita for no little scuffle outside the IHOP. No, you ain't going to jail for that. But she in Virginia. The Virginia laws are stricter. The laws are different there than they are here. They know these folks in California be fighting anyway. So, they're not about to take you. Do you know how crowded the jails would be if they was taking everybody to jail that had a fight here in California? So, no. But Virginia, look like if you sneeze too hard and some saliva fly out your mouth onto somebody else, you're going to jail. Cover your mouth when you sneeze. Okay, now let's get back to what I was saying, because I'm already 46 minutes in, child. Do you pray for people that commit crimes? That's like, would you pray for Jeffrey Dahmer? Or who is another person that, and I'm not saying that VS is Jeffrey Dahmer. I'm not comparing her to Jeffrey Dahmer. But do we pray for people that we know guilty? We know this girl guilty. We seen the fight. You did that. And then the cold thing about it is not only did you do it, you bragged about it. You got in your car and bragged. I did that. I blah 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 blah. You did all that after. They're gonna look at that too. You think they ain't gonna look at that? The judge probably has already seen all of the footage. That's the bad thing. The judge didn't seen the fight. He's probably seen the IHOP footage, the aftermath, and everything. And he like, this girl crazy. Well, like, she may need to sit down for a little while, because she even said, I will KILL you, girl. You don't know me. The judge probably, because I'm going to tell you now, there's certain things you can't say. You can't be making threats, even if they idle threats. You can't do that. You can't threaten to do bodily harm to somebody. That's against the law. Some of y'all stupid people don't even realize that. You can't make threats. That's how people be, getting in trouble for saying certain things about the president online. The Secret Service will knock on your whole door. What you say on Facebook? What was you saying? Oh, we just came by to see how you was doing. Because, you out here, you big bad wolf on Facebook. So we just want to let you know that, we in your area. So what you say? Because we want you to say it to our face. Say it to my face. That's how the Secret Service act. So you can't be out here making threats, threatening to do bodily harm to people. That is against the law. You may want to read up on the laws in your state. What can I and cannot say, that will get me in trouble when I want to cuss somebody out. You need to get that together. And with VS claiming to know all of the tricks and all of this, and I'm the trickster, and I'm this, and I'm that, looked like the whole trick was played on her in the end. Social media is a lot of people's downfall. They record everything. and the bad gets them in big trouble. Did you see where this young man was robbing banks? Well, he was robbing the bank that he worked at. He worked in the back or something. And this boy was stealing, like over a period of time. He was, stealing money and was getting on Facebook, posting on Facebook. They don't know how I'm coming up. They see me, but they don't see me. Like I'm out here doing this and they don't up under their nose. He posted all of it on Facebook and the money, child. And they came and got him. You big old dummy. Yeah, girl. It's an article about it. People are showing it on Facebook too. Some people don't. And see, this the thing too. The judge could tell VS, could ban her from Facebook. I mean, YouTube, social media, period. The judge could do that. Because I heard that this ain't VS first rodeo. She supposedly got into it with nephew Tommy that's on the Steve Harvey show. Like she was harassing him. And so she technically wasn't even supposed to be online. So what if the judge really decides to take all social media from her? Because he can do that. That can be a part of her probation. And if she is caught on social media, she can go to jail. Now, see, this gonna be this right here. I'm about to give y'all the slippery slope. When VS comes back, people are saying, "Oh, when she come back with a vengeance. She gonna get everybody. She gonna get everybody that was talking about her." Really? On probation? And you think these people ain't gonna call your probation officer? You think they won't? VS is not gonna come back with a vengeance because this stuff ain't gonna get swept under the rug. If she gets released from jail, if she gets probation, she's going to have a probation officer. So you get online threatening people, acting a fool, they gonna call your probation officer and you gonna go back to jail. And this time, you gonna do the period of time that they told you that you could stay out and do on the street. You gonna go there and you gonna do that time. Because if you can't act right out here, they gonna put you back in there. So VS better come back with a Bible in one hand and a rosary in another. She better be out here laying hands on people, praying for folks and delivering them, going to see the sick and the shut in, going to the nursing home, giving them their Holy Communion and everything else. Because, girl, I am telling you, if you don't, they're going to come for you. Susie, you in danger. If you come back, girl, they're going to get you. They laying dead to get you, girl. They are laying dead to get you. Trust me, the dark-sided Scorpio is humbled after this. Please tell me who is Susie. Kay, you don't know who Susie is, girl. You ain't seen the Kay. You done really missed all the drama. KK. You missed the whole drama, KK. Like all of it. You missed the whole thing. Huh? Kay. You missed all of it, Kay. You didn't see none of it. You didn't see the IHOP debacle. Huh? You didn't see none of it, girl. This Susie right here. Go to this guy's video, and this guy is not he's not ghetto. He's like around our age, and his videos are very sensible. The video is called Afternoon Altercation at IHOP. Susie Cordone. His name is Troy Allen. Right there. That's Susie. Watch that video if you get a chance. Go to his channel and watch his video. Because it's very, very, he gives a unbiased opinion. Even though he doesn't really, I can tell he doesn't really know Susie's backstory. He hasn't seen all of the things that I and other people have seen that Susie has done, like having a mock funeral for someone's mother that passed away, sending black roses to the woman's burial plot, posting a picture of Tracy's mother in her casket. Just a slew of crazy things. He ain't seen all that. I think he just coming in on the IHOP debacle. Okay? That's why I'm asking people today, do you pray for people? And I want you to answer, KK, since you here. Do you pray for people when you know they're in the wrong? Want people to donate money? Do you pray for people when you know that that person is in the wrong? They wrong. What am I pray for? Why? Now I'm gonna pray for her kids because they innocent. But her? Why? Why? What I pray for? That her sentence is light? Huh? You pray for justice. Right? I mean, even Yerisha's hand out justice. I'm a child of Oshun. And she's not going to uphold me in my wrong. She's going to hand out justice. That's not how religion or anything works. It just don't work like that. God don't even uphold us in our wrong. When we doing wrong, he gonna punish us. Didn't he punish the children of Israel? He had their behinds wandering around for what, 40 years? Or 400 years? Because they didn't want to obey. He punished them. Y'all crazy. That's not how religion works. You don't do bad and then turn around and ask God to bless you. What? Where they do that at? I mean, God felt sorry for the children of Israel because they were starving, but he waited until they were starving to give them some manna. They was hungry. Oh, you gonna act a fool? You gonna worship idols and think that I'm gonna make it comfortable for you? That's not how this works. But see, he didn't want to kill them. So he eventually threw down some manna from heaven. Eat this bread. Y'all stupid. You don't read the Bible. You don't do nothing. You don't think. God is not out here blessing people that's out here making it uncomfortable for other people. And I'm not about to be wasting my breath for somebody that I know is not going to even take, what I'm saying into consideration anyway. You out here doing what you want to do. You out here wilding out. So why would I break down a little bit of cartilage I got left in my knees to pray for you, and you out here acting a fool? I'm gonna say these knees. I got 6 grandkids. I'm gonna get down for them before I get down for somebody that I know ain't gonna listen. I ain't got that much cartilage left. My 2 boys, they wore my knees out. I stayed on my knees with them kids. And you think I'm gonna pray for somebody that's out here wilding out and acting a fool? No, I'm not. I'm not gonna do it. I don't care how y'all feel. Phyllis say, why in the whole hell people couldn't see that girl was crazy? I don't know. I don't know. Like, the people that need to be praying is the people that look at her and see something different. You need to pray that that veil be relieved from your eyes, because this like some Jim Jones type stuff. This is sad. Like, y'all blind. Bless Watkins, you blind. You 60 something years old and you can't see that what this girl doing is wrong. Now, some of these other people, I know that, I don't even expect nothing from them. But a 60-something-year-old woman, Phyllis say, hold up, hold up. She said mock funerals for people and then put up pictures. Yes, girl. Yes. Sure did. She sure did. And then she was about to get, see, this what happened right here. And I'm going to forever believe this. The 2 days before this situation happened, VS posted pictures of two little girls that drowned trying to save a friend. That's when all y'all said, all y'all and Yimmy y'all got together and was like, you know what? She done went too far now. That's what you not gonna do. You're not gonna drag these babies in this. Oya and Yemiya got together. Okay? They went to Old Damari and said, hey, we got somebody down here that is really acting crazy. God said, I didn't see her. Can we take care of it? Go on. Go on, do what you gotta do. You can play with the living because we can fight back. But when you start playing with the dead and dead children, children that didn't even get a chance to even start living. These are babies. You making a mockery out of these kids. They even named this river out after these children because they lost their lives there. And VS was about to spin that and, was talking about generational curses and all of this stuff. And girl, you end up in jail 2 days later. Generational curses? And y'all, and this the person that y'all want people to pray for and give money for to get out of jail? Phyllis say, child, I done almost fainted. Let me see, is it still up there? Because she ain't had a chance to wipe her social media clean because she was gone. Let's see. What did she put it under? Let me see. Maybe she did. Maybe she did. No, maybe it's here. I'm not gonna show Tracy's mother. Her Tracy's mother is still there. Tracy's deceased mother is still on VS community page. Her deceased mother is still there. I'm not going to show that. You will have to go to her community page and see that for yourself. But it's still there. She didn't take it down. Let me see. Maybe somebody came to her and told her to take them kids down. Because I don't see them. And the reason why I know that they named that river after those children is because I looked it up. I looked it up. Yeah, I think she took it down because I don't see it. But see, I think that was the camel that was the straw that broke the camel's back. You can't keep doing stuff like that, y'all. You cannot keep just being dirty and think that nothing is going to happen to you because it will. And this really should be a lesson for all of us. Seriously. Especially you people that think that fighting is the answer for everything. I know that a lot of my subscribers are not like that because a lot of my subscribers are, even the ones that are young, are more mature and more level headed. So, they not out there with that rah rah, I do this to you, I do that to you. Like I was looking at Rick Reed's channel today. Sometimes he's funny. He can say some things that are funny. But when he goes into this, I will do this to you, I'll say this and it'll hurt you. Why do people think that words hurt you? To the point where, like, what? What we supposed to do? Somebody cussing us out online, we supposed to sit in our house and cry? Words don't hurt you. Especially if you in a whole nother state. You don't even, you're not even talking to me in person. You'll probably never see me in my life. I'll never see VS unless she come here because I ain't going to Virginia. I don't know nobody in Virginia. There's no reason for me to go to Virginia. So why do words upset people like that? Now I do understand people saying, "Well, Shireen shouldn't have went to where VS was." Yeah, Shireen probably should not have went to the IHOP, but she did. And even if she did, it shouldn't have been a fight, right? This probably wouldn't have happened if Shireen hadn't have went to the IHOP. It wouldn't have been an IHOP gate because I'm pretty sure VS and Kiki wouldn't have got in a fight. But keep your hands to yourself. It won't be no problems. None. Not a one. The moral of the story is keep your hands to yourself. And it won't be no problems. Especially if you gonna hit first. A Beautiful Magic says she didn't even look normal at the honey, that voice that came up at the end of that video. KK said, I look beautiful. I'm dripping in crystal. Honey, this my year. I'm gonna have on all my crystals, child, because I know how y'all get. Honey, they mad about their little cult leader. They mad. They mad, y'all. They mad. They mad. They mad. They mad. Why they mad? They mad, y'all. They mad. When Tracy when right. Tracy said, we got a new theme song. And Tracy, they mad, y'all, they mad. Why they mad, y'all? They mad. Why they mad, y'all? They mad. Why? And I laughed so hard, I scared Gizmo. Gizmo was looking at me like, what is going? Oh my gosh. I be watching Tracy's video just so she'll sing the little song. They mad, y'all, they mad, why they? And then she do a little, they mad, they mad, y'all, they mad, why they mad, y'all, they mad. Oh God, I love that song so much. Tracy is so funny. But child, at the end of VS's video after that fight, when that demonic voice jumped up out of her, honey, Legion jumped up out of her. You know they talk about Legion in the Bible. Cause that had to be more than one demon. I mean, her whole entire voice changed. She sounded like a man. I was like, ooh. It was. It did. It sounded like a demon. Phoenix, that is a lot of control. I don't understand how VS has this type of control over people. But I think what it is she befriends people, and during the conversation she will get information about you that then the person knows, oh shit, I told her blah blah blah. She get mad at me, she gonna tell everybody. That's her whole thing. I don't know. I don't get it. Like, do people just want to be accepted so bad that they will just let people treat them any kind of way? Because the way she be doing Bless Watkins, I'm like, Bless, where your family? If my kids came online and saw somebody talking to me the way she be talking to Bless Watkins, my nose running, y'all. If my kids came online and saw me allowing someone to talk to me the way she be talking to Bless Watkins, my kids would probably take me up to John George. That's where they keep that's where they put the psychiatric hold on people. Because they would know. Is something wrong with my mama? That's not how my mama don't act like that. Cause I'm telling you, that day that she blocked me on that night that I said something in her chat and she blocked me, the way she went off, she was block her, block her. I was like, oh. She like the lost her mind that night. Girl, it is not that serious. You doing way too much. Girl, if you don't calm down, you're gonna be there at a stroke. And see, she was out here referring to herself as God. That's that God complex. And people that refer to themselves as God, those people are always mentally ill. There is a diagnosis as the God complex. When you start to put yourself on the same level as God, everybody knows something wrong with you. So she was referring to herself as she God, and see where that got you. Yeah. When Jesus asked how many of them, the demon said legions. You can't even count how many. It's so many. And all it takes is for one to get in you, and the rest of them, he'll invite all his friends. And then before you know it, you toe up. But I always knew that something was going on with VS because no one is that evil naturally. It's not natural to be that evil or to want to hurt people to that level. That's not natural. It's not. It's not natural to want to hurt people like that. It's not natural to always be looking and scheming for a way to hurt somebody. That's not natural. That's not how normal people live. We don't live like that. I'm not paranoid. It ain't natural to be paranoid. Unless you're doing drugs or something. Some drugs will, have you paranoid, but it's not normally natural to be paranoid. Mentally healthy people are not paranoid. They're not thinking that everyone is out to get them or everybody is trying to hurt them, so I will hurt you before you hurt me. Kay said exactly, you're supposed to honor those that have transitioned, not make mockery and or disrespect their living or them being at rest at any time. Just say this conversation with a family member. You don't post pictures of deceased people so that other people can laugh at them. Those two children, when they passed away, that was a tragedy. They drowned. And you know that Mama Oshun and Mama Yemaya will come and pick up any babies that drown. Have you noticed that most babies that drown, their bodies are recovered? Have you noticed that? Think back on tragedies. And it may be a couple of days or whatever, but their bodies are normally found. It was a man here. Was it in California? Wasn't it here in California? Where that dude killed his wife and she was pregnant? And they found the baby before they found her? The baby. Before they found her. I think the baby washed up first. And then the mother did. So, you can't be out here playing with no kids. You can't do that. You can't do that. There are some things now, I do what I do. I do things. But it is some things that I am morally and spiritually not going to do. I won't touch it. I won't talk about it. I'm not even really going, go to the point looking for it. I look for that situation because I was like, I know she not this evil. I know she not. She making this up. This can't be true. And those two little kids were Fibabe's cousin. So she was doing that to hurt Fibabe. Those were her cousins. And I was like, this can't be true. She's not this evil. And when I looked it up, yes, she was. Yes, it was true. They put laws in place. I think at this river now they have life jackets and, stuff in place so, that nobody else will drown there. And I think there was another drowning. A teenage boy drowned there after these young girls did. And I think their thing happened in like 2011 or 2010. So these children have been resting. And here come VS. They've been resting. Two sisters passed away together. They've been resting. And here come VS. And we supposed to pray for her? Y'all want us to pray for her? That's what you want? Huh? Y'all want us to pray for her? That's what y'all want? So, I hope that she gets some help. And I'm pretty sure the judge is going to look at this situation and, be like, hey, yeah, you're going to need to do some anger management. Hold on a minute, y'all. Y'all see how I did that? Why Kelly Love couldn't do that last night when he got on the phone with VS? Because he wanted everybody to hear that conversation. See how I muted that? Because I didn't want y'all to hear what my husband was saying. See how I did that? Why Kelly Love couldn't do that last night? Why he couldn't do that, y'all? Huh? Why he couldn't do that? Because he didn't want to. That's why. He didn't want to. I have never, ever craved meat as much as I did when I got off of bread, rice, and potatoes. When I was a vegan before, I was still eating potatoes and rice, and like I would get full off that. So I wasn't, and I was eating bread. So I wasn't really craving meat. And so my doctor, kind of wants me to kind of stay away from carbs. Staying away from carbs and meat, it's just too much. It's too much. So I got to eat my chicken or I'll go crazy. But gosh, after your body gets used to eating carbs and all of this kind of stuff and sugars and all of that kind of stuff, it is really hard to train your body to not want. Like your body is gonna crave certain things. It can't help it. And I have lost weight since I stopped eating rice and bread and pasta and potatoes. I have lost weight. Like I do feel better. But the cravings are crazy. Just crazy. Did you see it, Yumi? He didn't want to. He didn't want to mute the conversation. And he gonna walk away. Like we can't still hear you. If I walk over there, y'all can still hear me talking. If I don't mute it, you still gonna hear me. We in the same room. You can still hear me talking. He is shady. And in some ways, I see why VS don't trust people in some things. And he know that she would not have wanted that type of conversation to be on no live. He know that. So we've been on here an hour, y'all. I'm finna go. Y'all just about answered my question. The majority of y'all feel like I do. What we praying for? What we gonna pray for? Her kids? We can pray for her kids because they are innocent in this situation. The children are innocent. VS has done too much. My soul won't let me do this. I will pray for her children because I know that they are hurting. I know they are. Your kids don't want to leave you. I have worked with children who are, who were in group homes, who were taken away from their parents for whatever reason. That makes kids anxious, depressed, angry. Group homes ain't no place for no kids because they're not getting the love that they want. And then we have to tell it like these kids, they will latch on to you. They want to call you mama. They want to call you auntie. And we have to tell them, you can't call me that. I'm not your mother. I'm not your auntie. I'm your staff. You can't call me that. And then they get mad. And they want to take the anger and frustration out on the staff because they mom and daddy locked up. So yeah, I pray for her kids because I know how kids, I've seen it. I've seen it. But that's as far as I'm going. The kids and Pixie and Trixie. That's the little dogs. And Gizmo praying for them. And the little birds. I know she had some little birds. And she had the little dogs. I'm going to pray for them and her kids. But VS, you on your own. This what you wanted. You wanted to be big and bad. So this your opportunity to be big and bad. You wanted this. You got it. So what's the prayer for? You got what you wanted. I was praying for a husband. I got him. Ain't no more prayers needed. Pray that I keep him. I wanted a dog. I got him. Ain't no more prayers needed. I'm allergic to cats and birds. See how that works? That's how that works. When God answers your prayer, ain't no more prayers needed. She wanted to be big and bad. She big and bad. Boop. Ain't no more prayers needed. Thank you, Cheap Voiceovers video. There's no more prayers needed. When you get what you want from God, stop praying. I got it. Now we pray for the children. Okay? We pray for them. That's it. That's where my attention will go. Because they're innocent. This was never their desire. Their desire was not to lose their mother. Okay? So we pray for them. This year, 2020, this is the year of clear vision. When God tells you to do something, do it. God is going to start showing people that he knows he can trust certain things. If he ain't showing you nothing, it's because he can't trust you. If he's not showing you anything, it's because your eyes still have a veil on them. And you don't see clearly. So he's not going to trust you. Okay? So 2020, if you're not seeing and hearing from God, get your life right. If you're still making the same mistakes this year that you made last year, there's a problem. A huge problem. You know why? Because you brought those mistakes. You crossed over into this new season carrying all of those old problems. That's your fault. That ain't God's. That's your fault. Because every day you should be telling God, carry these burdens, they too heavy for me. All right then. Because that's his job. Like the old people used to say, he's a burden bearer. Okay? He's a doctor in the sick room, a lawyer in the courtroom. But he ain't just going to show up. You got to ask him to be there for you. You have to ask him to take these burdens. He ain't just going to take them. Because if you want to carry him, he's going to let you carry him. When you go to the grocery store, don't the checkout person normally say, oh, do you need help out? If they don't ask you, what's going to happen? You got to push them bags out to your car and load them up in your car yourself, right? You better ask him. If you carrying around a whole lot of burdens, you better ask him, I don't want to carry this. I got bad shoulders. I'm not carrying nothing. Not a thing. God, take this. I just sat that down right there, Jesus. Can you come get that for me? I sure will. What it say? Ask, and you shall receive. Knock, and the door shall be open. Seek, and ye shall find. Do those things in 2020. I bet you will be a much better person. I'm not carrying nothing. Not a thing. Okay? I did that in my 20s. I carried things in my 20s because I didn't know any better. Not in my 50s. Every day, before I go to bed, I take an inventory. Are you holding on to anything? Do you have anything unresolved? Did anything happen today that you want to tell your husband before both of y'all close your eyes? Because I'm not even holding on to stuff with him. If he do something to me, I'm going to tell him before I go to sleep. When he come home tonight, if he done did something, I'm sure going to tell him. Because I'm not going to miss no sleep. I'm not going to be tossing and turning behind some stuff that's going on in my head. Honey, if I'm tossing and turning, it's going to be because of arthritis. Not because of stuff that just didn't balled up in my brain that I didn't take the time to release before I went to sleep. Y'all better learn how to release. I'm telling you. I'm telling you the God's honest truth, as my mama used to say. Not just the truth, but the God's honest truth. Honey, Lucille would be serious. Speak through me, Lucille. Let the ancestors use you. I come from a mighty line of spiritual women. And when they speak, I hear them. I love y'all. Pray for Susie's children. Susie, you on your own, sweetheart. But I pray for your babies, especially your disabled child. I'm pretty sure that Obatala will take care of him because he can't take care of himself. And if no one else will take care of a disabled child, Obatala will. Blessings from Obatala and Oshun upon both of those children in their time of need, which is right now. But VS, you on your own. You on your own, girl. Okay, y'all, I'm gone. Hey, come, all that are heavy laden, and God will give you rest. Rest in the Lord. And maybe this is her time to rest. You know? Maybe God said, you know what? Let me lock you up so you can get some rest. Maybe he will speak to her now because she is away from social media, away from the phones, away from the TV, away from Netflix, away from Hulu, away from the movies and all of that stuff. I bet you God will speak to you now. Everybody hear God in jail, don't they? You become Muslim and Buddhist and all of that stuff in jail. You know why? Because you have time to hear from God. You don't have nothing but time on your hands. So I hope she hear from him. I really do. I hope she hear from him. And he can get her together. Like he got me. He got me all the way together. Okay? On the road to Damascus. Don't make me preach, because I will, honey. He touched me and got me all the way together. Okay? My whole clothes and everything. Them been ripped up. I done been baptized, honey. I done shouted all over the church one time. Okay? Shouted so hard I threw the whole offering bucket. Now he will get you together. So Susie, I hope he gets you together, girl. I really do. And I'm finna go. Me and Gizmo, I'm gonna take him out and use the bathroom because we probably got maybe another hour of daylight here. I love you guys. And don't let me stop you from praying for Susie. If you see it in your heart to pray for her, I'm not saying don't pray for her, but I'm saying, hey, I got the kids covered. Susie on her own. But if you choose to pray, go ahead, do what God tells you to do. Not what he tell me to do, because my walk is different than yours. Okay? So if he tell you to pray, you pray. Follow what he tell you, because he don't tell all us the same thing. So do what you feel in your heart is right, and I'm going to do what I feel in my heart is right, because when I stand before the Creator, he ain't going to tell me what you did. He going to ask me what I did and didn't do. So I'm going to deal with that. So you do what you got to do, make you feel good, do that, then you going to do that, but I ain't. I'll see y'all tomorrow. I love you guys. Oh, Lord. No, girl. Where you see that at? Where they say that at, Kay? I'm looking at CNN. I mean, not CNN. TMZ. Ain't no breaking news on my thing yet. Let me see. Is it on any of the other channels? It ain't on none of my channels yet. Because I don't have CNN no more. Well, let me go on up here so I can watch this news. What time is it? Oh, the news about to come on channel 2 now. Let me go and watch this news. Ooh, let me go watch this news, y'all. I might come back on later if it's something serious, because that's going to get demonetized anyway. Okay, I love you guys. Bye.